Hello guys. So this is a tournament organized for us Olympiad lovers on Telegram, and this is the second tournament which we are organizing. Actually, we are organizing two types of tournaments: a major one and a minor one. A major one is held every 2 months, and a minor one is held every 2 weeks. So this is the first minor tournament which we are holding, and we have a set of players. Um, Around five of them look to be new, and the remaining 14 are already having rating on leeches. So let's see. Uh, it is a 5+0 game combination. Each player gets 5 minutes in the game and no extra time. And as well, we have 9 rounds going on. This is a Swiss tournament. So yes, the tournament has begun. Um, let's go to the match of our last tournament's winner, Mayank's match. And Arush is also a very good player to play with. I've played with him. I've got some interesting games with him, but never managed to win any of them. So as far as now, this game looks balanced. Let's go for another match. I'm looking for a match between two closely ranked players with close ratings, and a game just progressed. And I guess this is the game where one player has not even yet started this game, and Sahil should easily win this game. And this game as well. This game looks interesting. Daksh versus Aniket's game. Aniket has two advantages here. One is he has a lot of time more, and he's also 1 point. Oh, that that was unexpected. Wow, Daksh's queen is gone, and Daksh and Aniket has a huge advantage here. What I was trying to say is, before the queen was captured, Aniket had an extra pawn, and you never know, a pawn may be converted into a queen in the end game. So I thought that Aniket might get the advantage, but yeah, Daksh's queen is gone earlier, and it's quite difficult to play with the queen according to me. But legendary players have played without a queen. Who knows? Maybe it's a great queen sacrifice. But at this level, I guess no one plays a queen sacrifice, taking so much risk. Yeah, this game has progressed a little bit. Satyam has a huge advantage in time as well as material wise. He's ahead by 3 pawns. Both of them have lost their black square bishop pair and a and a knight. So pieces wise, minor pieces and major pieces wise, both are equal. But as I earlier said, even a single pawn advantage is a huge one, which may come handy for you in the end game. Anish Mundal, please check the Telegram group for the link to join the tournament. And Rishikesh, yeah, I guess it's a win for you without a game. Yeah, Mayank's match is going interesting, as I said. And as I told earlier, even if Mayank's the winner of our last tournament, Arsh is giving a tough fight, and the time difference is not so huge. With just one good move from Arush or a single blunder from Mayank, we might be able to see a very interesting game. Mayank has a bishop, while Arush has a pawn. So it's 2 points difference. Let's see if the bishop is more powerful than the pawn. That's a check. And this might end in a mate. I'm not sure how to say it, but kind of feel because there's this light squared bishop and the king is in the light square. Don't know, but I kind of feel because there's this light squared bishop. Oh, that was a stunning move from Arish. Let me rewind it to see what happened. Yeah, okay, check. And our stream owner, Srijan, has joined in. Thank you for joining in, Srijan. Okay, now let's see this match. And the queen king moves. Okay, king closes in, black king. Oh, that was awesome. Yes, it was good. Okay, now both are equal in material. That's really awesome. That's what I told, right? Even a pawn will be very helpful, and that pawn helped to equalize the material. As I said, the game is getting interesting. It'll be interesting to see who wins the end game. We have the end game going on right now. A very fast one. The white pawn is really closing in, and that was okay. Okay, okay, good. Okay, that's what's the game going on right now. Okay, now it seems like Mayank will win this game because okay, draw. Okay, good. Yeah.
तो हेलो एवरीवन, मैं वेट कर रहा था खत्म होने का। प्रादिश काफी अच्छे से देख रहा था ये मैच, तो मैंने सोचा बीच में डिस्टर्ब ना करूं। सो अभी फर्स्ट राउंड चल रहा है, राइट?
Yes, first round, and it's almost over. And this one was that's what I told, right? Arush is a very good player. I mean, I've played him several times. He trapped both my rooks in one game. Actually, I remember still. So I thought he might give a tough competition for Mayank. And Mayank was the only one who won all matches last time, and that has been disproved in the first game itself. Very good game by Arish. Even if it was a draw, it was so cool drawing the game with Mayank. Yeah. Um, yeah. Let's go for this game. This game looks interesting because the other game of Rishikesh is still in progress. We cannot say more about it. Shijan, what do you feel about this game? I mean, what are your opinions on it?
Just a second, let me open from my computer.
Yeah, sure. Ashtir is down in time as well as in points, but he's trying his best to promote as well as yeah, he is promoted. Okay, cool. I would say this to be a blunder. I would have moved my rook. Let me show it to you. In this position, I would have moved my rook to a1, and there is no way you could have saved this pawn. There is no way. Otherwise, one more better move is rook to f7. That is a that is a good move as well. Rook to f7 or rook to a1, and the pawn would have been a goner. But the move that Ashley did was a blunder. Was okay, and we have this game done. Ashley lost on time, even though he was up one pawn. I mean that is a conversion in the next move, and it's very easy to just make a king with a queen and a king. So if it had been not for time, as this game it was, but you know how it is. Time plays a crucial role in chess games, especially when it's blitz rounds when there are just 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and a famous one which is played by most legendary players these days, like on Telegram as well. Most of them challenge for a bullet. I mean, a 1 minute match. We don't get to calculate much, so it also checks your speed. Like just because this is a stream and tournament by Olympiad levels, I'm just saying, in Olympiads, how you have to maintain accuracy as well as speed. That's how chess is. I mean, at least in these kind of games, you have to manage time. So let's make sure to do the most calculated moves, and that was very that is a very important tactic. Even though like you may not call this a tactic, you may be against me for calling this a tactic, but I should call this a tactic actually because maintaining speed is something very important. And our next round has started. There's not much we could say about this. Yeah, this one should be interesting. As I said, Mayank was the last tournament's winner, and Prabhakar Kumar did a very well commentary last time. Actually, he had to leave earlier from the commentary due to some personal reasons, but his analysis was so quick. I mean, even before the player could make the move, he made an analysis to make the best move. So this should be an interesting game, but there is an exchange between a bishop and a knight. Let's see, maybe yeah, the okay. There's a bishop exchange. Okay, see the okay, okay. I mean, maybe I'm not so qualified to say, but maybe Mike should have not given up his. I mean, not given up, exchange his bishop with the knight because the knight is not so powerful because it can't reach e4 because it's well defended by the knight, and also e5. I mean, sorry, d5, e4, d5 could have not reached, and it could have not also reached g4 because it's very well defended by the queen, and the bishop was very powerful across this diagonal. I mean, not pinned, but the sort of, you could kind of try to gain control of the center and then make the other bishop move as well as the knight move. I mean, it's kind of a pin, okay? So you get this kind of a pin kind of move, not a pin really technically, but yeah, I mean, in case if he moves the knight for some reason, then it's a bishop pin. But you can't obviously pin a bishop with a queen with a bishop across a bishop. In case if he moved this bishop, maybe it would be a pin. The knight could have not moved anywhere. Okay, but let's see where this match progresses. I mean, I generally consider not to exchange pieces so often when they are alike pieces, as unlike pieces. Even when they are alike pieces, if they are strong across a diagonal, see this position. Okay, here I guess Mike had to exchange it because the diagonal was shortened, and then there is no way. I mean, the bishop could only go to e3 and d2 and e1, and e3 seems the most logical move. Oh, and even h4 is there. I mean, that's a position which we attain in the Evans Gambit as well. I mean, one of the things which black plays actually when it's attacked by the pawn, it just goes backward. That's a variation, and from there, the the person who's defending the Evans Gambit is sometimes reaches a good position in the game. But let's see, Prabhakar Kumar is very less on his time. Okay, a couple of exchanges along the way. Now it's equalized. Okay, two knights, and the the white knight seems to look more dangerous because a lot of black pieces are crowded up in the way. So, and but white has a weak center actually, not well defended. So that could be exploited at some time in the game. Yeah, actually, I guess the next move the pawn will be gone. Okay, okay. So white move. Okay, cool. This one was a good one. So see this point. This point was a point to exploit actually. The knight could have, in case the queen and rook had not developed, this was a point that the knight could have exploited at some point in the game. But let's see. Uh, some more interesting games I see. Yeah, this one. End game is going on right now. Let's see what happens. Okay, white resign. Okay. Oh, so yeah, yes, obviously has a queen and two more pawns. I mean, you could easily develop. I mean, you could easily develop one of them into a queen and then do the general one which we do two rooks, two queens, the one where we trap the king in a horizontal or vertical line on the board. So this should be a good game for black after this. So that's why white resign. Let's see. What about Swayam versus Satyam? So Satyam, even though after losing his queen, has a huge advantage here. Black um, seems weak with just a queen, a pawn, and a knight, bishop. But what he could do is okay. That might be a mate attempt here. There's a chance that Swayam is getting mated soon, but we don't know. Uh, this game is kind of interesting. This one was a game I hadn't seen since. Yeah. Okay. So this game is going on equally since a very long time. I mean, not a very long time, but in 26 moves, more than half the pieces on the board are cleared. But there seems to be no significant advantage for either of the teams over here. Wait, was this a blunder? Yeah, this. Oh, this wasn't. Okay, this wasn't. Yeah, it was actually the move by Mikudzu was a blunder actually here. I don't know why he played that move. Just to give a simple check, and it should be easy for the stupid boy. I mean, whatever your name is from here, because you can just exchange your white light square bishops at some point in the game, and then promote your three pawns, one of them into a queen or something of that sort. This shouldn't be a tough game for white. Okay, for black from here on. Okay. Okay, the rook is gone. Cool. The material is equalized. It was a blunder from Mikudzu, but as well, Mikudzu is low on time, so there is. So I guess Stupid Boy will win this game. Stupid Boy should win this game actually. And oh my god, his bishop is gone as well. Stupid Boy, Mikudzu might promote here. Okay, we might be able to see a mate from Mikudzu. Stupid Boy might get mated here because we're seeing the general mate pattern over here. Yeah, I guess his game will be over soon. The White King is cornered. Oh my god, that was a blunder. That was a blunder. That was a mistake. That was a mistake from the stupid boy. I mean, sorry, the Mikudzu. But he's making well planned pre moves. Okay, yeah, black timeout and draw. Because the reason why this game is a draw is because white never has a chance to win. So, in case this game would have progressed, it would have gone to a stalemate, the most favorable result for white. So that's why this game is a draw. Actually, I had this doubt when I played time games. So I would have a queen. Okay, and then, but my time would be out, but the game would be draw, and the opposite team would be out, and the game would be a draw. I would be wondering why that happened, and this is the reason because the opponent king has no chance here on from winning the game, and that's why. And Aniket has come into the game tournament. We are having 23 players now. Cool. And if you want to know more about Aniket, he's very much lover of Olympiads. I've been knowing him since past 2 years. Let's me search for its game, and it's not this Aniket. I hope so. Should be some other one. Okay. These are the third round of tournaments actually. Third round of games. Rishikesh has won 2 out of 2. Rishikesh, Aniket, and Princey. Mayank is lagging a bit behind. So let's see the rankings. Yeah, this one. This one is our Aniket, which I was talking about. Aniket Kenma, a really famous guy. Let me search for some interesting games. Yeah, yeah, this one. Rank 1 versus rank stand to. However, once this game will move on to rank 1. If Rishikesh wins, he'll be staying there, and if Aniket wins, he'll be moving from 2 to 1. And Aniket has a pawn advantage here. And the okay, yeah, the pawn structure of Rishikesh, who's playing as black, seems to be weakened. I mean, you never play this actually. See, this is a messed up pawn structure. One below the other. I generally, in many of them, generally don't wish to get into such positions because it messes up the pawn structure as a whole. And and Rishikesh should try to avoid as much exchanges as possible because he's down one pawn, and it's not recommended to make exchanges when you're down a pawn, when you're down a piece. Now it's equalized. So from here on, you can make rook exchanges or something of that sort. But the knight seems to be more powerful here according to me, and we were about to witness a fork of the rook and the king, but somehow Rishikesh found it out, and then he has avoided it. That's the most. Yeah, he could attack this pawn on. Yeah, that's what he has done. Yeah, because there's the rook, and Aniket is again one pawn above. Let's see where this game goes. He could give a check at. Okay, yeah, that's what he's trying. Hmm. This one what I was talking about. A check at d7. Now we could go to the rook. Yeah, this one is a good move. So I was thinking rook. Yeah, this one. This one, yes. He cannot attack the rook because he would get a check here. The king has got a check, white king. Aniket should be able to win the game from here unless he makes some blunder. He has 2 pawns up. I mean, that's really a huge advantage. And okay, 1 pawn up right now. White king should not move from there. And the pawn should be, yeah, the pawn should be making its move from the queen. She'll be the most powerful then. I mean, when you have 2 rooks, yeah. Now, Aniket might go for exchange. I will. Okay, he does not. And it's a blunder because the pawn is lost now. The pawn on f2 is going to be lost. Okay, that's a promotion which we are going to see. Cool. But I would have exchanged my rooks because I am a pawn up. And okay, this one is good as well. I'll definitely go for the pawn exchange, rook exchange, sorry. But let's see if the promotion happens. Now, black should also push down his pawn, Rishikesh. I've been seeing this game from Anikit's perspective for a long time. I should go to Rishikesh's perspective. Um, okay, his rook is getting attacked in the next move. That's what he's thinking. The best move for him. Yeah. Black. Okay, Anikit's move should not be pawn to e7. Definitely it should not be because that would make him. Okay. Yeah, that would make him lose the pawn for nothing. And yeah, we'll be able to see in place of a rook, we'll be able to see a queen. So definitely that should not be the move from Rishikesh. Let's go to another game. Let's see how the other games have progressed. Yeah, this one is an end game, and okay, here Swayam seems to be winning. Terminator Attack seems to be winning the game. Both of them are at the bank ranks, but it has been a short game, 36 move game. I mean, somehow it's fascinating to see how much the game can progress in just 30 moves. Actually, generally the games I play start on to 50, 60, sometimes even 70. I mean, once I was playing a state tournament, not a flex, but yeah, I was playing a state tournament. Uh, so it was a 98 move game or something. I used to know how I we used to note we used to have some books for chess games noting. So there we used to note the moves which we do, and it went on to 98. I was like stunned, and I won that game finally. That's a different story, but yeah, here Terminator Attack should be winning this game because that's just a rook. If they just exchange the rooks, that's game over for minus game 80 or whatever his name is. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. And and that seems to be a blunder from Aniket. 5-4, 5-4. Rishikesh should win this game. Yeah, I guess it's game over. It is game over. Yes. Congrats, Rishikesh, for your third win. It, Rishikesh seems to be okay. Mayank has won his another match win. Rishikesh seems to be leading the tournament. It'll be interesting to see Rishikesh versus Mayank because the last time we saw it was a huge game that stretched on between Rishikesh and Mayank. It was an interesting game to watch. Now, yeah, actually, I want to see opening of the next game. Actually, I never got to see it. I was in the other games commenting about it, so I have to see the other games opening because uh, opening is the most important according to me. If you play the opening well, the middle game should be very easy for you. But the end game is a totally different story. But if you play the opening well, the middle game also belongs to you. That's what I have seen according to my experiences. Okay, so this one maybe was a blunder by Swayam because he had a rook as well as a bishop, I guess, extra. And for a rook, he lost both his rook and the bishop. Okay, cool. I expected Swayam to win, Terminator X 69 to win, but it was a draw. But I'm still not sure why this is showing plus 48 for Manas and minus 1 for Swayam. It's probably because Manas is on a lower rating as well, and it was a go-to win game for Terminator at 69, but he didn't. He deliberately drew it or something of that sort. Yeah, um, let's see. Yeah, this game. Mikitsu versus Rishikesh. Let me see the opening. Okay, D4, D5, standard opening. Okay, yes. Okay, this is what the game is called. I mean, there's not much of an interesting opening over here because generally when you are playing in tournaments like this, when the players are not grandmasters or very high rated players, you generally go for those gambits, the king, the queen, the Evans gambit, the Greco gambit, and one move which Bobby Fischer, I guess, I'm not sure, Bobby Fischer or Gary Kasparov, what they used to do, I'll just demonstrate it with this game. I hope you're able to see the B2 pawn here. What they'll do is they'll push it in the front, and the bishop here, the dark side bishop here, it's taken here to avoid the king from castling. Actually, there'll be some open kind of line here, so the king will not be able to cast. That's a famous one. And one more is the bishop to be taken here to have the long diagonal to himself. The bishop should be happily enjoying the long diagonal. I mean, it's the longest diagonal in the board, so it's dangerous to have a bishop enjoy such a long diagonal in the game. Let's see the opening of this game. Sicilian, Sicilian defense school. Magnus Carlsen's go to opening move in a standard defense, a very common defense which you're seeing game. No variation, no new game or so. Castle, common move. Yeah, this is what I talked about. See, the bishop will be actually the pawn will be here and the bishop will be moved out from here to here. Then he will enjoy this whole diagonal to himself. That will be dangerous to have in the game. Castle, queen side castle. Um, uh, uh, Maybe because the queen side is strong, filled with all sorts of pieces, well defended. That's why the stupid boy went for the queen side castling. I mean, generally we look for king side's castle. That's because there are less pieces on king side and you can easily free up. But when the queen side is strong, it all depends on your position in the game. See, the king is well defended by his knight, pawn, queen, rook, bishop. Even this, when this clears, maybe at some point in time, this knight may jump here, jump here. I mean, jump here to make this side more strong. But then the king side will become weak and leave a semi-open file for the rook or an open file for the rook in the future. Who knows? Um, let's see. Okay. Uh, okay. Wait. I think he should not take it with the bishop because, okay, maybe the bishop was doing a good job defending these two pawns. They form a part of the center structure. They might be a part of the center as well in the future. Who knows? But I would have gone for the pawn move because the next move I will move my rook here. Then I'll double up my rooks, attack the king, and do something of that sort to gain a pawn advantage or something. Unless the the other player, I mean, Mayank notices it, I would try to do that. Now, let me see this game from White's perspective. Okay. Now, White's pawn structure is good, and he has a good vertical line for himself with nothing to defend this square. So, if in the future these two pawn or one of them goes away, there will be a semi-open file for the rook to play, and it's not generally to have a bishop enjoy a diagonal himself, as I said, or a rook enjoy an open file or semi-open file to him. So that's really dangerous. Even there may not be attacks on the file for the present, you will definitely get attacks from it in the future. Yes, Aniket, I noticed. You are Aniket Akakenmea and not Aniket5454. I noticed it. Now let's come back to this game. Let's see what Super Boy plays. Okay. A6. Okay. Now he should try to take the. Okay, he's trying to fork the king and the queen. Let's see what happens. Mayank might be able to. Who knows? Okay, wait. I did a mistake. I guess the Superboy noticed it because the queens are. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. The stupid boy noticed it probably. Yeah, he noticed it. The fork. He avoided the fork. Well, very well played. But this was a blunder. I mean, this was a pre-played move, I guess, because Mayank thought, okay, maybe. I'm not the one to judge Mike. Let's see what happens. Maybe it was for a good cause. Okay, wait. The pawn is there. Okay, fine. That wasn't a blunder. I mean, I totally just lost myself. Okay, the knight is there. White is developing his center pieces. He's trying to take control of the center, and the center is well defended as well by a pawn, a knight, the queen, and then the knight can also jump to c4. Okay, but the bishop has an diagonal to himself. So sometime when the knight goes, he can take this file, this diagonal. Sorry, not a file, a diagonal, or even this diagonal full of pawns. Let's see what happens. Mayank seems to be high on time. Okay, okay, he's defending with his. Wait, let's see why this move was played. Why the queen move was played? Um, Maybe next move he would bring the queen here, try to attack this pawn. Or okay, sorry, yeah. Take a check here. Something of that sort, most probably. Pawn exchange. Okay, fork. Cool. This is what I was talking about. To avoid forks. This was a fork move. Okay, sorry. Yeah. What? Wait. It wasn't a fork. What? Am I losing myself here? It was not a fork. Let's see. Eight. Okay. Pawn is gone. Okay. The queen is attacked. The queens are exchanged. The superboy has an extra bishop here. Let's see what happens. Mayank does not wish to trade his rooks. I mean, exchange his rooks. That trade is also a good word to use. Nothing wrong there. Just sort of simply place over here. Again, he should have. I feel you should have taken with the pawn because the rook is here, and okay, let's see what happens. But the bishop gets. I mean, I say right. He enjoys this whole long diagonal to himself. That's really powerful. When you have an extra bishop, that's powerful. Okay, my plan was to take this pawn, but the superboy noticed it. Okay, let's see. The stupid boy won this game. Wow, I didn't expect it. Okay, a couple of no more. Okay, not extra moves. The rooks are exchanged, and there's a queen. Rook is gone, and it shouldn't be hard for black from here. He promoted a queen. He got a queen here. Checkmate. Cool. And, I love these long diagonal checkmates, to be honest. Because see, the king cannot go here, here, here. So yeah, the king is dead. That's good to watch. The next round of games have started, and Mayank surprisingly is in the fourth position, and the stupid boy is playing really well. Except that draw match, I expected him to win that game, but he drew it unfortunately. And Rishikesh seems to be on a fire today. Let's see Aniket's game. He's commenting a lot, to be honest. Okay, Mikutsu is leaving. I don't know why. Probably he got bored or no one is challenging him enough. Let's see. Let's go to some other matches. This guy's game. Yeah, match with Swayam. It's just begin. Aniket has left, I guess, and Swayam has just came to himself. He could just left. Aniket just left. Could see. Yeah, this game. Um, Actually, I played to this guy Kedar last tournament. Actually, I played in the last tournament. We didn't have many of them who wanted for commentators tonight, so that's why I had to leave the tournament and then come in. So White offers a draw. Okay, that's good. So Mike is a strong player. Maybe it wasn't his day today because that's why he lost one match, but we are not with the results yet. That is definitely a game between Mayank and Rishikesh. The if if not, it's the pairing wrong. It's wrong because Mayank. Okay, yeah, but it should be naturally because their rankings are close, and Mayank has played with the stupid boy and with Princey as well, Prince as well, and I guess we may see a game between Mayank and Rishikesh, or maybe it isn't over. It is over already. Yeah, it is not over yet. Uh, I haven't seen Prabhakar's game in a long time. Let's see. Prabhakar has a point advantage, and Mikutsu has a time disadvantage. Her owner sir told he would be returning back after, you know, switching to other screen from himself, but he never came back. Okay, that's fine. Actually, his internet was not good today. That's why I had to do the commentary today. But this one is kind of interesting because I get to analyze a lot of games and sort of improve my games as well. Satyam Pro was in the top 10 last time, and Aniket 5454 seems to be a good player. He won the first. I mean, there's not much difference between 4 and 10. You know, um, just one match, the people at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lose, and one match, the people at 9, 10 win, and probably the people at 11 also wins. I mean, they overtake the people at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, the point 5 difference is not. I mean, actually, last time I was in the 20th rank or something in the initial 4, 5 matches. I mean, I played with a lot of players like Rishikesh, Prince, Arush, and I was totally collapsed. But and Satyam as well, I lost to Satyam as well. But and House of Pro, I I I I lost to many of these players. But finally, the point 5 game that got me to 7 from. I mean, if I had not had that point 5, I'd have been in some 15th or something. But I got into 7 finally. That was a miracle, to be honest. Yeah, this game is both are really good players, Arush and Prince. Let's see what happens. Thank you, Anush. It'll be good even if you join the tournament and play, because we're spending a lot of time to organize this. So we would have a lot more number of participants. That's when we could do collaboration with other great people. I mean, uh, there's a person on group with the Leeches ID of Magnus Carlsen in Telegram actually, and he claims to be Sparkux. I'm still not sure whether he's Sparkux or no, but if he's Sparkux, I mean I'm so much honored to welcome him to our chess group because he's one of the best players I've ever seen. I mean, uh, in uh, in our level. I mean, not in our level, but not in the people who are playing international games, but in the national or state level. According to me, he's a very good player. and people even at Discord, where there are a lot of foreign people, they even appreciate him. So I'd love to see a game of Sparkux. I mean, there was a game played between Sparkux and Mayank after our last tournament. If possible, I will share it later in the comment section of this stream. The game between them. Two games were played. One was won by Mayank and other by Sparkux. Both of them were stunning games. I mean, it took place in the night after the tournament ended. Our first tournament ended. So Mayank had just won that tournament, and those two are stunning games. If possible, I'll definitely post the two games links, and then I will give the link to the last tournament as well, so that you can review the games. Some games are really good. Mayank did a stunning mate actually using, as far as I remember, two knights and a pawn. I guess not sure still. Yeah, something of that sort. Two knights and a pawn, or one knight and a two pawns. The king was trapped, and there was no way for him to move. I mean, there were still rooks with the players, and the game was equalized. To be honest, yeah, game was equalized. No material advantage to either of the teams. Mayank and Rishikesh, I guess, not sure, but that game was an ultimate game. Actually, that was a long game. I told you about, right? Mayank versus Rishikesh. What happened to the Prince game? Prince game. Yeah, he lost it. He lost it against Arish. Okay, but he's still in the third place. And Arish in the fifth place. I told, right, but he just won one game. I mean, I should have refresh it. Refresh it. Yeah, Arish is at 3.5. Yeah, he just won one game. He came from this 2.5 list to top four, and Mayank has won his last game against Kedar. Um, let's see what happened over there. He offered a draw in the beginning. Again, he offered a draw. Checkmate. Okay. It was a, okay. Yeah. White has no chance from you. Okay. White was just crushed in this game. I mean, I told, right, Mayank is a strong player, and we might be able to say between Mayank and Rishikesh, because that might decide who's the winner of this tournament. Rishikesh has commented. Yeah, Kedar, Mayank is a really pro player. I mean, he defeated Sparkux, so you know how. And actually, he told he would not be coming initially, but somehow this game seems to be going in the favor of Rishikesh. Rishikesh might be in for another win because there's time advantage, pawn advantage, and one pawn more. Just pawns. I love these kind of games. Just pawns. Stunning in games. Be really fun to watch. I mean, there is one game which I've seen, and one game I've played as well. The pawns all get stuck. There's no way for the pawns to move. All the pawns get blocked, and it was a draw actually, because there's a king was able to move. Even the king were not able to hit the other pawns. That was stunning actually. I hope that doesn't happen here. It'll be a kind of mess then. I mean, they have a lot of hard work to reach this position. And Rishikesh still has that one pawn advantage. That's what was talking about. That one pawn advantage. That's this concept called opposition in chess, where in the end game you have to maintain the king just opposite to the other king, just with one gap in between. I mean, in the end game, not you should not play with your kings in the middle game or opening. That's the stupidest possible thing that's possible. And it should be easy for Rishikesh to win from here. A time bound game. Uh, Now Rishikesh should promote his another pawn, and then just mate it. Cool. This one was. I told you, right, that one pawn, that single pawn that Rishikesh had. That made the difference. Okay, yeah, this game, this okay, Mayank versus Ashtir, both of them Sicilian. They're starting with the Sicilian defense. Let's see what happens. Couple of exchanges, and Ashtir is trying to gain center control with his pawns. His minor pieces are still not developed very well, and he's already under attack from the bishop, light square bishop, and the light square bishops are exchanged. This seems to be. I mean, if there are no blunders from both sides, this is a drawish kind of setup. Let's see what happens. And a draw would be disadvantages for Mayan because you will not be able to reach the top position. Let's see another game. Game which has progressed much. This one, Satyam. He has opened up his whole king side. This is what I was talking about. Vulnerable to attacks from all sides, and the knight. He has more than knight. Yeah, good move. I mean, thank God I noticed it. In case now somehow Shivam should defend. Yeah, he has defended the pawn on d3. This knight is now under attack. Ever in case his rook moves, the knight is agana. And wait, okay. And a tactic which we generally use when you have bishops, just single bishop. The thing you do is you generally use when you have see, opponent has a dark squared bishop. I mean, I'm just talking about just when the queens are not there. I guess everything is possible. When you just have bishops, an idea is to maintain all your pieces in say if the opponent has a dark squared bishop, trying to maintain all your pieces in the light squares. That is like zero probability that you will get attacked. Okay, uh, this was something I wanted to talk about. I mean, last time we were able to determine soon who was going to be the winner, but and I saw the second and third, but there was okay. Rishikesh has won. Yeah, Rishikesh had won. Four more games, four more rounds. Um, okay, Rishikesh lost this. I mean, what happened so soon? The 6 minutes are over, and Rishikesh has lost this game. Okay, no, he's not lost, but it's showing he's lost it. I'm still not sure why. It's some kind of glitch or something. Game. Okay. Absent. Okay. Rishikesh left. He's at this winning position. Why did he leave? And okay, OGM Arya. I mean, this guy is another pro player. Lol, this guy, Freeman. Okay, I'm still not able to see what is a Freeman over here because he hasn't won a single game here. Okay, maybe Daksha's left. Let's see. Okay, Daksha's left. Fine. I don't know why, but wait, the stream has stopped. I guess. Let me reshare it. Yes. So Mikuju seemed to be playing very well actually, but he didn't come for the next two games, or maybe because he was yeah he lost Prabhakar Kumar and What about the last three? I never saw the last three. Okay, Sahil won the first game against Aryaman, and all of them left after that. And okay, Satyam Pro was playing really well last time. I don't know what happened to him this time because players are really well this time. Probably that's the reason. And Prabhakar is making Prabhakar, Arush, Mayank, everyone in a commanding position in the leaderboard. Prince, I didn't expect him to be at sixth because they were. He was in the top. He was in the second position last time. Prince was a stupid boy. Good game. Yeah, let me. This one. Arish versus Prabhakar. Interesting one. Prabhakar advantage has advantage. Yeah, this was what I was talking about. See, I just told a few minutes ago. When the opponent has a dark squared bishop, make sure to keep your pieces in the light square. See? Okay. That was what I was talking about. I hope you have got that point actually. That's a very important concept. I mean, not a concept. Chess doesn't have concepts, but a very important idea which we use in chess in order to avoid any kind of attacks or something. I mean, there's a chance that black might, white might give us a special. Yeah, that's what he has said. Now it should be easy for him. It shouldn't be tough. With a queen, that's a very known kind of mate. Everyone knows how to mate a king and a queen. Yeah, that's okay. What happened? Why did he play this? Okay, he knows the queen is going to get promoted, and he doesn't want to be cornered initially. Yes, that's what Arush has done. This is completely winning for white, even though he's less on time. Prabhakar shouldn't lose this game because uh, the the steps to mate with a queen is very well known. You have to follow an L-shaped path. Hope Prabhakar knows that. Yeah, yeah, this one. Yeah, this was good. Mm, The general way is not always the best way. That's what we hear from him. That's what we hear every day. Anyway, yeah, this was a checkmate. Cool. And Prabhakar has won this game very well with a queen. And many people have this wrong perception generally. They think that mate with a queen is not a possible, a single queen, but it's possible. And even a mate with a rook, a single rook is possible. With provided that the king is there in the both cases, provided that that's the requirement, general requirement. But um, many people have this wrong perception that they can't win a game using just a single queen. And this game, Prince has a very good advantage, but yeah, Black is promoted. Black is promoted, and yeah, it's game over. It's game over. Prince is not trying to promote the pawn. Yeah, he's doing that because sometimes when you try to mate with a single queen, right, sometimes you lose your queen. That's sometimes that's you get stuck or something in the kind of a net or something. What did he do? Okay, promoting. I mean, the game should be over here because the king is cornered already. I mean, he can just give a check to the king at f2. I mean, even that's possible with the knight. With the knight, f2 check, and then there'll be no for the king to go. Just a single. Yeah, done. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, and the game is done. Very good game from Prince, and I hope his position has improved. The second round of the next round of game should have begun by now. I mean, why isn't the computer giving a game between Rishikesh and Mayank? That should be interesting. Okay, Rishikesh is gone. Okay, he's absent for the next game as well. I don't know why he left. Probably has some class or something because he was in a real winning streak. He would have Rishikesh was in a winning streak, so it shouldn't have been a problem to him for him to win the tournament because even if he lost one match, he was ahead of all others by 1.5 points. So even if he lost one match, so he would have been just behind by zero point 0.5 points. So a new player, Lol, has come to the leaderboard. He told he got a free win, but one free win cannot make you win the game. So let's see. Uh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I should go to the games. Mayank versus Aniket. Yeah, Prince versus Prabhakar. That seems to be an advanced game. Well, I mean, and Prince has 2 point advantage, probably. Yeah, that's because knight for the Prabhakar is gone. Prabhakar's knight is gone. Um, One thing which I generally feel is most of the people, they love to play as white because what happens is with white, you decide what the position of the board should be. See, white can just simply do an e4 or something of that sort. And that could be anything, Sicilian or just a simple e5 black pawn, anything of that sort. Queen's gambit is also possible. But so the thing is, after the first move of black, white gets to decide how he wants to play the game. So that's one thing that always has made my game towards white. I usually play white games, like play manual games like which I schedule which my what my color should be. So I generally play white because I feel and obviously it's a well-known fact that the white player decides how the board should look like. So this was the thing I wanted to talk about. I mean, the live stream you may think I'm not covering the matches, but the main reason for this commentary is the people who are seeing this are not just might not just be seeing for the show. To be honest, they could be seeing it for learning from some chess tactics, and we must not just bore them with um, the game which others are playing. We must also give some tactics. I mean, not tactics, but kind of general advices. So one thing we should do is, or I should do is, and most of the players who are towards white should do is, they should try to play a lot of games in black. So we have to play a lot of games black. We have to play a lot of games in black so that we are able to face any position. And even generally people what they do is uh, then even they say videos for gambits, king's gambit, queen's gambit, Evans, Greco's, Alfred's. I mean, there are a lot of England's gambit. There are a lot of them, but generally when people go for gambits, what they do is they see what white should play, what white should play, which move black, which what should white play. But then very few videos cover also what should black play in order to defend himself at the position. And if white does not know how to play Evans gambit when black plays a good defensive move, white is gone. His entire game will be messed up. See, that's the thing which we need to know about. In Evans Gambit, there are a lot of variations. That black wins in some variations. So, let's go to this game. I hope not bored you too much with chess advices for people who have come in to enjoy the show. It should be a good game for Ashley from now on. Swayam only has a queen, but I feel a knight pair is always dangerous. See, with knight, you can do when you do forks, right? With to a queen, you cannot do it with a bishop, a rook. You do it with a knight. So, see, I am threatening a fork in next move, and black tries to prevent that fork and then moves away. And then with the other knight, black can immediately give another fork, an unexpected fork. I have done that in many games, and I've been done that in many games. Many people have done that to me in many games. It is a knight pair is dangerous. See, a knight individually cannot win a game for you, but yeah, that's insufficient material when you just have a knight remaining. But when there's a knight pair, right, you could just mess up the entire opponent's game. Like threatening folks in the next move, and then the 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 king will the opponent will always be thinking about folks. Then out of nowhere, you will give another attack from another piece if you have it. Here he has a rook, so he can just see the bishop, the knight pair can continuously keep giving on folks, folk threats to the uh, what do I say the opponent, and then when the black is not expecting it, he's just more busy avoiding the folks. There's a simple move of pin. Okay, the yeah, this one was a blunder from Swayam, and it should be a very easy game for Ashish from here on. He can just promote all his pawns. Okay, what is he doing? He can just promote the A2 pawn. Why isn't he doing that? The black pawn cannot move. The black pawn cannot move. Yeah, it's gone also. Not it now. See, the one thing which Ashish should try to avoid here is a stalemate. Otherwise, this game should be good for Ashish from here on. Okay, the next round of games have started, and okay, cool. I missed this game. What happened? Mike is victorious as expected. This one is a beautiful man. Actually, see, this is why I mean, even though this knight, Mike could have won this game, but the knight in this game made it more beautiful. I mean, when you mate just not with a queen or rook, the game ends in a beautiful manner. Unless it's a draw, I mean, it will be a boring match then. Uh, it'll end beautifully, and this game is still going on. Yeah, mate. Yeah, he did not promote even his other coin. Ashti seems to be very talented, to be honest. I mean, who am I to judge? But yeah, that's what I feel. Round 8 has started. Let's see. Mayank is in the first position because Rishikesh, due his break for dinner, he had to leave, and Mayank is in the top, um, and in competition with Prabhakar. And I guess Mayank Prabhakar game is over. Oh my god, that was the second game. And so if Mayank and Prabhakar win all games after this, even then, okay, Mayank and this game is Rishikesh. Okay, interesting game. Let's see. I want to see this game for a long time. Let's focus on this match. I'll just go to other matches and come you back. See if there is any interesting match going on. So, mm, Ashtir versus Prince should be an interesting game because Ashtir is a very good player, and I mean that's what we saw from the last match. And Prince was our second rank last time. Ours versus Aniket is also a good game. Let's see this game. Another point wise rank one players game. Prabhakar versus Stupid Boy. Sorry for calling you. I mean that's the username Stupid Boy. So yeah. Uh, Queen side of white is not still developed. It still has to develop. I mean, one thing which white or black could try here is Double the rooks. That's doubling the rooks is always a very good idea. Try that. Um, check. I mean, if the queen had been here somewhere, right, it would have been a really good thing to watch. That would have been a mate, a beautiful one. Because what? See, I'll just show it to you. See, I'll just move back. If the queen was, wait, yeah, if the queen was here or here, anywhere in this line, in these three squares, check, king moves here, move bishop to here, discover check, and what you'll do is next move, king will move here. Just take your queen here. It will be a beautiful mate. Um, that's actually not possible here. So yeah, what I'm talking about, but that would have been a beautiful mate. I mean, with just all pieces remaining on the board, the white king is dead. I mean, I'm taking this phrase from a famous YouTube channel. The white king gets the kiss of death soon from the queen, black queen. Wait, yeah, this one. Oh, no one has left the game. It's over. Wow, Mayank has won. Rishikesh has lost. It's a 15 move game. Let's see what happened. Pawn to e4, pawn to e5. Wait, okay. Pawn to, okay, it's not e5, d5. Pawn takes, queen captures. Okay, this is a very standard opening. But see, this one, here, people generally don't play this one. People generally don't play this move. They generally play some other. I don't know why he played back, but both of them are very good players, so I cannot question them. But generally, people don't play. They don't go back, but we just play here or there somewhere. But generally, which we are taught from beginner is don't take out your queen soon. That's what Rishikesh also taught of. Not bringing out of a queen so early. See, the center is open. Someone should try to exploit, and that's what Mayank is doing. See, the exploitation of the center is very important. Yeah, this one was a good move, keeping the knight there itself so that you need not waste your castling move. Good move from Mayank. And this is the beauty of chess actually. You need to look into the future. Like, see, generally what you say is you need not look into the future, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. But in the chess, what you do is you look into the future. Like, you have to analyze the moves. Like, what the legendary players like Bobby Fischer, Gary Kasparov, Anand, Carlson, what they do is they analyze moves like 30 moves later, what will be there. So that's why they sometimes they think on a move for 40 minutes. That's really fascinating to think of. Now this pawn is unsafe, not defended. Has to defend it somehow, or otherwise mine could lose. I mean, I'm giving commentary for an over game which is over, but yeah, this one. Okay, Rishikesh didn't notice that. I see. This one was a blunder. I mean, not a blunder. Wait, why didn't he move the rook? I'm still not sure of that. Why didn't he move the rook? Maybe I'll ask him later. Why didn't he move the rook? Maybe he didn't notice or something. Okay. Anyways, what will happen is even if he moves his rook here, I don't know whether he noticed or not noticed. He moves his rook here, but what he can do is move here, give a check to the king. You will lose your knight, but the rook will be gone. You'll have a 2 point advantage. That could have been done by Mayank, but he overlooked that probably. But he has won the game anyways. This is because not my look overlook like Mayank, but yeah, this move. Since Rishikesh didn't play, that wasn't a move. But uh, Mayank would have already calculated that move as well, I guess. Here, black is at a disadvantage, I should say. Let's see what happens. This one is an exploitable pawn. Does he take it? Okay, black resign. Yeah, because he's down by 2 points. Okay. Okay, let's watch some more games. Yes, so yeah, this one I was talking about. This should be an interesting game. It's still going on, I guess, or over. A 40 move game. Sicilian, starting with Sicilian defense. Bishop. Okay, there's some development moves. Castling. Wait, here. Two rooks, two bishops. Okay. Just most of development moves here. Bishops are remaining. Opposite colored bishops. So, very less chance that they will get traded. Let's see what happens. Pawn blunder. I mean, not a blunder, but he didn't notice that. He's down a pawn. Prince. And Prince lost his game. Okay. I didn't notice that. The game is kind of going on in a balance. Okay, this was the go-to blunder move. He didn't move that bishop. Okay. Okay, that was the move. The pawn move was wrong, and that cost him the game. Why? Okay, I bet that's because the pawns are there. I mean, you're right. It's generally not recommended to. Queens are getting exchanged. Yeah, this one. Okay, so the game, the pawn move. See, the pawn move from C2 to C4 cost the game for black, I guess. For white, I guess. See, yeah, that cost him the game because he has. See, this dark square bishop is so powerful along this diagonal. So the last round of games are going on right now. They haven't started yet. They will start soon. Yeah, this game, Prabhakar versus Stupid Boy. Prabhakar is still with the same point as my Stupid Boy should lose by time, but who knows? He might make three moves or something with a shot. Prabhakar is a really good player, as I told earlier. He analyzed our last tournament, but due to some personal reasons, he couldn't continue it for the whole tournament, but just for an hour. I mean, the analysis was too good for me. I mean, I really loved it. So, Prabhakar advantage. So, oh my god, so many pawns, so many pawns. That's what. See, you could just leave the pawns like it's just 1 point. What is going to do? It's continue the game. In game is the game of pawn and king. I mean, that's the game of in game. No, you played with pawn and this one, king, queen, hold, and stupid boy lost it. Okay, so Prabhakar again should be on the top with Mayank, but Mayank has this one, the the tie break score, which they calculate somehow, and this game Manas Gemati. Okay, so Manas Gemati is in the back, so Mayank has. But this one should be an interesting game. Aniket versus Prabhakar. Asti versus Rishikesh. This game hasn't started yet. Arush, I think so. Maybe has left the game. Yeah, this one I go for Rishikesh versus Ashtish because Ashtish has improved from 14 or something to 3. That's stunning actually. I mean, this is really turning out to be a good one. Um, okay, next round, round nine has started. I mean, yeah, round nine started earlier. Uh, uh, the game which seems to be the most progressed is this game. All pieces have developed, and they are moving to the middle game. Yes. Okay, and Prabhakar, huge advantage. Checkmate. Wow. I mean, I just want to see this replay and then comment on this. Yes, this looks awesome. Let's see what happened and what was a losing move for Aniket. I mean, the last game I told you, right? It was a move from um, D2 to D4 or E2 to E4 or F2 to F4. Not sure of that still. Yeah, D2 to D4. That cost the game for, I don't know remember the name, but that cost the game for a player. Yeah. Um, it was at equal points. Queens were there, but that move, uncalculated one, that cost them the game. Okay, next. Okay, simple opening. I just don't know how to name this opening. A very general one which we see every time. On Prabhakar is already advantage in on wise. Yeah, this one I already talked about it earlier. I generally don't love this position. It's just messing up your. I mean, but here you're forced to take it, but someone should have avoided it over. See what we could have done is could have took it here or here, not here, but because the pawn structure. I mean, one pawn below the other is not always good. That's what I feel. But anyways, Prabhakar won the game, but that's generally not recommended. Prabhakar offered to trade off the queens, but Aniket didn't accept it. And the engine also recommends Prabhakar to Aniket to exchange the queens, but Aniket does not accept it. He wants to play the game because engine always in this kind of position, engine recommends a draw for the black player, not a win. So when you exchange pieces, it gets into a more drawish kind of setup. But the middle game is not really attacking. Going okay, so yeah, this one. Let's see where the game was lost. Okay, so this one. Queen. Okay, so the move which made him lose it was this one, according to me. But anyways, the pawn structure was messed up. I told you right, this one. The pawn should not be moved from G7 to F6. That messes up the pawn structure. I told you right. That's repeating again and again here. King is in check. Oh, okay, that was a blunder. She should have gone here, not here. And a good one. And the mate. Yes. It should have gone here, not here. One more move which could have saved Aniket, but I mean the time pressure and the material pressure makes you do blunders. I mean, I am a person who makes a lot of blunders, so I shouldn't talk about it. But most of the games are over here. Rishikesh has Ashtir. I told you this would be okay. Rishikesh is in a very, very commanding position. 13 points up, and just 19 moves over. It shouldn't take a long time to review these moves. Let's go to these moves. Okay. D4. Okay. Okay, here he offers a pawn exchange. He don't accept it. He moves it forward. Knight has to move back. Okay, both knights of white come into play. Bishop comes in. See this. Okay, this pawn is blocked. So So, and the thing is, he could have just taken this bishop in case his pawn wasn't blocked, motion at 4 or something of that sort. No, even now he's not extending his pawn. So Rishikesh has something. Okay, now Ashtir offers a pawn exchange. See here, a good move. The bishop is pinned. The knight cannot move. I was plan of being to take it here. Okay, so here, here. This one was a good one. I mean, the game should have. Okay, this one. This is called a skewer. When a more valuable piece is in front of a less valuable piece. I mean, not a I mean, queen is less valuable than king, but not a very less valuable piece. So in the square attack, the, the king is lost. The queen is lost, but one move which actually should have tried is move it here. I don't know why he tried that. Should have moved it here in order to take the bishop after he captured it. I mean, that was blunder. Yeah. Okay, check. God. Okay, wait. Why did he give up his bishop? Blunder from Rishikesh. There should be a mate soon. I guess it is. Still going on? Okay, I thought. Okay, Rishikesh left the game. He's in a winning position, man. Sadly, he left the game. I don't know why. And for many of them asking, who is this doing commentary on Srijan's channel? It's me, Pradish. Pradish Gandhi. You would have seen me on Telegram, the one with a profile photo of a child. Okay, let's move back to chess. A lot of unnecessary discussions. And for Triple IT Hyderabad, I'm not very well versed in Hindi. I'm not well fluent in Hindi. I understand, and most of my classes go on in Hindi, but I'm from Chennai, so I don't understand Hindi well. Just answers to okay. Yeah, the tournament has ended. Cool. Mayank again, the winner, as expected. I mean, not as expected, but he moved from seventh or eighth position to one. And Prabhakar, an excellent game, a tournament from him as well. The tie break made Mayank win, but equally, see the performance of Prabhakar is more. So I don't want to compare both the players here, but that's the rule. The tiebreak is a rule, and Ashti, as I told earlier, I mean, that game was to be won by Rishikesh, but he somehow left it, and Ashti got that game. But anyways, that's a different story. But okay, so Mayank 7.5. Last time Mayank was unreachable, but Prabhakar has the same point as him today. Ashti 6. Okay, stupid by 5.5. I told you right. See, 5, 6, 7. 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. Excuse me. And Arish 4.5, Terminator at 4.5, Satyam 4.5. This was a good tournament. Actually, last time uh, all these players were on the top. Mayank, actually Prabhakar was in the commentary last time, so he couldn't participate. And Nashir wasn't there. Stupid Boy wasn't there. Mayank was in the number one position. Presency was ranked two. Rishikesh was ranked three. Yeah, ranked three. But this one has been reversed. And these guys, Arish and Satyam are at the top, but Aniket 5454 has come in and then made some changes to this. Kedar, well played. He even played last time as well. He gave a tough competition to Mayank. Um, I mean that's a really good feat which Kedar achieved today. I have to appreciate him for that. And from 13, 14 on, no one of them played the full tournament. Many of them left earlier. So the people who were strong enough to play the game till the end was till 13th. LOL R1234. He joined late, I guess. I'm not sure, but yeah, but he still managed to get a 3 points. I mean, he defeated someone. I guess Dutch left the game. So, congrats to Mayank, Prabhakar, and Ashti. As well, the other anchors, Stupid Boy. Please tell your name. It's weird calling you Stupid Boy. Congrats to Shikesh. He missed two games, so that might have cost you the tournament. You could have come to the top three, but of the last game as well. I don't know. I still don't know why, but that could have cost you the tournament because you could have easily gotten rank one. Prince for sixth place. Aniket 5454. Well played, seventh place. Arush Noob, eighth place. Sorry for calling you noob. Yeah. And Swayam, terminated at 69. The lovable child of Telegram, child prodigy, 4.5 points. And Satyam Pro, 4.5. A very well tournament, a very good tournament. And I hope it was well organized. I mean, this is the reason we organize Swiss tournaments because the thing is you play equal number of games like in arena the equal number of games are not played whenever a player is free it just randomly pass. So I had a bad experience with arena tournaments earlier a year ago. I mean yeah, I mean one of the players played 8 games while I played 4 games. I mean that's just random pairing. My match went long so I wasn't able to get any chances, but this one is good. And in Swiss, you also get the opportunity, if you complete the game earlier, you get the opportunity to watch the other games as well. So, this is the answer to the query that someone had. Why are you organizing arena tournaments, sorry, Swiss tournaments instead of arena tournaments? This is the reason. And yes, that's all I guess. I had a very good experience organizing today's game, a tournament. Many people were saying today's April Fool's Day and I would fool them with a false tournament or something, but I wouldn't do that definitely for sure. But um, so we have got a good amount of participation today, 23 participants, even the minor tournament. So probably a huge number of participants in the major tournament that would be in the month of May during the KVPI exam season. That will be called KVPI exam season tournament. I don't know how many of them will be able to participate due to KVPI, but that's what I would call it. I mean, our team members. But don't worry, we have our minor tournaments coming up. Probably the next one is on 15th. We'll decide it. 14 or 15. We'll decide it soon. That's actually one more admin, Ashish Gupta. He wasn't able to come today to some work. He's also a very good organizer. So thank you all. Just an info on minor and major tournaments. We'll be organizing the minor tournaments on April mid, in the April mid, and April end again. And in May mid, we will have our major tournament again, where I'm planning in case if we get more participation and more live streams in the future minor tournaments, I could be able to do collab with some of the people on Discord as well because they have a good lot of players, and I'll also request some legend players, I mean, of Telegram and Discord to come and play here so that the game will be more competitive. And I hope that even all of you who have joined today will join in the future, and who missed today should also join in the future. So thank you, and thank you for letting me organize such a beautiful tournament today. It was kind of relaxation for me, and thank you, Srijan, for letting me stream on your YouTube channel and come and choose a new experience for me. I hope I haven't talked too fast, not for you not to understand. Thank you. Yeah. Bye bye. Meet you in the next tournament.